Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of CullCraft. Thanks for joining me today as we start off here at the cave spider spawner. We made this farm last episode and kind of made this base, or this cave, kind of our base. I got a thunderstorm going on right now. Yeah, but it's been working pretty good. It's not an XP farm or anything. The reason I didn't try to do an XP farm is because they're cave spider spawners, and I didn't want to have to deal with, trying to make sure that they're far enough back that they can't poison me, but I'm close enough so I can kill them and stuff. But if you remember, we do have a zombie spawner just right over there, and I plan to utilize that as an XP farm. Mostly. We're gonna have to get a farm set up there before we can do that. But that is on the goal. I don't know if we'll get to that today, but that's something we do need to take care of soon. As for today, though, I do have some big plans. But before we can get to those plans, I need to gather some more resources. Oh, and so to do that, I'm gonna explore some of these caves that I keep falling into. And yeah, one of the reasons I also need to go through these caves is to light them up, so that way we get better rates for our farms, for our spider farm here, and then once we get that zombie farm going, we'll have better rates, because right now we have a bunch of areas that are being loaded and spawning mobs, giving us less zombie or spiders in our spawner there. See, like all those guys are taking up some of the mob cap around here. So we need to go light up places like that, also gather resources. I'm going to need a lot of redstone, and that's something that I haven't found a lot of yet. So that's definitely something I'm going to look out for. Iron, we got some right here actually, but there's a lot of things that I need, so I'm just going to go through, probably do a little time lapse of my mining expedition, and then we can also talk about just some things about the channel and about this series here, the CullCraft series, as I do that. Alright, so why don't we go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so while this time lapse is going on, I just want to take this moment to talk about kind of what's been going on with the series over the time. When I started off uploading Minecraft videos, I'd be like one and done videos, and I just found it very hard to like keep it up and keep continuing in the same world. I don't know why that was, but I just always thought that like my first episode could have been better. And then eventually I was just like, okay, I just gotta get an episode out there and then make new ones. And over time, they'll progress. I can't just expect my first video to just be like everything I want it to be. So I kept restarting a lot because of that. And then I finally did decide, I'm just going to keep with it. And that was CullCraft episode 1. And in that world, we were playing on a snapshot. And it was before they announced that Caves and Cliffs Update was going to be split into 2 parts. So that world ended up getting ruined because the world height was decreased, and so the world just wouldn't work at all. I couldn't even get on it. So I had to get rid of that one and start new. And so we started in a new world, and that was fine. We were doing well. And that's where I built the Cave of Wonders, and I like that world. And what happened is I started a really big project before I was ready, and yeah, it was a huge project that I didn't have everything that I needed for it. I needed like a beacon, I needed efficiency 5 pickaxe, TNT, like I needed all that stuff. And so it was just a lot of work, and I realized, I can't finish this project, and it's just going to take me forever to even get an episode out if I was going to. And I didn't want to like, just come back and be like, yeah, this massive hole in my base, and not explain why. So that kind of deterred me from playing that world anymore. And then 1.18 came out, and I was like, you know what? I think it's a good idea. I kind of want all the new world generation and see what all is going on with that. So I decided to restart again, and so that's the world that we're on now. And even coming into this world, I had an idea. I had an idea of a base I wanted to build. It was a massive project. and I was like, I'm just gonna do it. It'll be fine. I can probably do it. And again, it was something that was too big, and I didn't have resources for it. But before I started, I realized that. So, you know, I think it was episode 10, where I traveled around in the bus, trying to find a location for the base. That was the location for the massive base that I had planned, and I still have planned, but not anytime soon. So I know it's kind of weird to kind of be like, oh, I picked up this location for my base, and then never go there, or not never go there, but not be there for a while. So I've decided, you know, I found this cave area and this village. I'm going to focus on the village and the cave area, kind of spruce it up just a bit. Nothing like, you know, not a huge project, just over time while I'm there, working on it now and then. But that's all while I'm gathering resources and getting better tools, and, you know, eventually I need to fight the wither so I can get a beacon and stuff. So that's my plan right now. Get focused on this cave and the village, and get better tools and more resources so that when I go to work on the project, I actually have everything and it's not going to be like super hard to do. Yeah, so that's the plan now. I just want to tell you guys because I know that we picked out a location on episode 10, and then I haven't like been back there since, really. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching this time lapse. I hope this cleared some things up. But yeah, hopefully no more restarts in the future. Unless it's like a few years from now. All right. Yes. Thank you guys for joining me on that mining expedition. I'm going to see if I can hit this slime here. I got quite a bit of good stuff from that. We'll go check that out in a second here. Yeah, but now that we got some resources, it's time to do a little bit of work on our cave base here. Because right now, this is about what it looks like. And I think it can look much better. Alright, so this isn't everything that I got just from that little mining session there. But this is just about all the good stuff that I have right now. Quite a bit of iron. I definitely have more copper back out at our camper van. But this is the stuff I got on me now. And then I've just been trying to keep some things sorted here just a little bit. So yeah, not too bad. We can find a bit more stuff if we go caving again. But I think that's enough caving for this episode. I want to get a bunch of stuff done today. Yeah, so we built this cave spawner. Cave spider spawner farm last episode, and it works, as you can see there. It works all right. But there's sometimes where I'm sitting here and it takes a real long time for any spiders to spawn. And you might be able to tell that you hear some spider noises, but they're not coming from there. They're coming from here. Yeah, so there's another cave spider spawner there. And yeah, they're obviously going to spawn here. And it's going to keep a lot of cave spiders from spawning here. So we have two options. We can either remove it so that no cave spiders are spawning here and they're all spawning in there. Wow, it's actually working really good right now. Or we can make this into a farm as well. And then we get kind of like twice the rates by standing here. We get cave spiders spawning there and here. And they would both go into something that would kill them. And we can collect their loot. So I think the better option is to definitely make this a farm as well. And I don't know, it's kind of like we can see the spawner right there. So I don't know how I'll have to do it. I kind of would like for it to hook up with this one maybe. Or maybe we change this one to where the spiders fall this way. So that way they go into the same kill chamber. I don't know. I'm going to figure something out and we're going to change this up. Alright, so I've finished that second cave spider spawner. I've turned that into a farm now. And I've adjusted this one. It's actually going in the opposite direction now so that these two will meet up. And we can collect the spiders together. And right over here I have a killing chamber for them. I've got 4 campfires here. As you can see, they don't like to go straight to the campfire. I guess, which is understandable, but not very good for us. But not really much. I don't really know what to do about that problem, honestly. So we're just gonna leave it how it is. They fall every once in a while. They'll eventually die, and we'll be able to collect their string. Yeah. So I really like how this turned out in terms of functionality, I guess. In terms of look, it needs some work. Looks like a deep slate mess right now. But we'll get to that in a little bit. Another reason why I really like this new design is that it frees up this area. So before we had this built up and the killing chamber was right here, now this is open, and if you come down here, you can see that our mine shaft continues. So if we ever wanted to use this area, part of this base, now it's not covered up. So we can I would like to incorporate that into our grand design for our base. Speaking of the grand design for our base, there's a couple things that we need to think about. So like I said, this Spire Farm is cool and all, but right now it doesn't look the best. It looks kind of just like a deep slate mess, really. Yeah, I'm just going to be honest, just looks like a deep slate mess to me right now. But the mine shaft here is pretty cool. I like how it goes straight to this geode here. And I would really like to kind of open this up more and utilize this area so that we're seeing this more. But one of the things I really don't like about this mineshaft area is the fact that this is oak slabs. I don't know but if it's just me, but I don't think the oak slabs go really well with the deep slate. There's a lot of contrast there. These what are these called? Planks are really light compared to the deep slate, and the cave in general has a lot of dark colors in it, and I just don't think it matches very well. And so what I would like to do is replace it with a darker plank color. And if you remember, back where we first originally set up shop at the deserted village, okay, where we built our camper, there was actually a spruce forest nearby, and I think that we need to go take a trip back over there and grab some spruce logs and some saplings so that we can, make this place look a little bit nicer. So I'm on my way to get the spruce logs, but this is something that I did in between episodes. I started a bigger potato farm because we can use potatoes to both reproduce the villagers, and also it's a much better food source if you bake them than these carrots here. Like I have 19 carrots. I don't even think this is going to last me going over to the spruce forest and back. But baked potatoes do much better than carrots. So I think it's time we say goodbye to the carrots and hello to some potatoes. Got my baked potatoes. We're ready to roll. Oh wow, I only just left the village, and I can already see the area that we used to be in, that deserted village over there. Yeah, it's been a while since we've been back here. I actually wonder if I left anything in any chests here or anything. I'm not quite sure if I moved everything over. I mean, I left a clock and a couple treasure maps. Some arrows too. Totally forgot I had all these cows over here. Should definitely maybe do something about that. Here we go. Getting into the spruce forest over here, and we can get what we came for. Yep, I definitely think this darker wood is going to look much better in the base. Alright, I'm back. I got the spruce wood. It's time to renovate. So this is the point in the episode where there's supposed to be a time lapse of me building this, but my replay mod decided not to work. So enjoy this reenactment. Okay, so I've made a few improvements around the cave here. As you saw in that time lapse, I completely ripped out everything that was in this portion of the cave from the mine shaft, and then I kind of rebuilt it. Originally, I had like come out from this area and like come out about where I am now, level with me. So instead I switched it to where it would come out here and kind of come all the way out into a good part of our cave here. Restart this was so terrible, bro. Alright, so the renovations have been done. As you saw in the time lapse, I completely tore out everything that was from the mine shaft in this cave here. At least the outer part of the cave, not the inner mine shaft areas. Haven't got all of that yet. But I tore that out. I replaced it with spruce, kind of rebuilt it differently. Not too different, but I kind of brought this out longer. I liked how that was originally. I think I brought it out even farther than it originally was. And then I kind of put these support posts here, showing that the kind of giving it more support than just this log rod here. So I think that looks really good. I think it adds some nice detail. I also added this area here. So this comes down, and my thought with this was I need a good way to get up into the mine shaft when I come down from my water elevator here. So just being able to run out here, bounce up off of that slime block launcher. Excuse me. Bounce up off of that slime block launcher up here was a neat way to do that, and I'm really pleased with how the slime block launcher works. Just put a repeater. I have a pressure plate here, and I just have a repeater underneath with like a 3 ticks. Gives me enough time to get on the slime block before it launches up. And as you can see, I got it coming from 2 directions, so that works really good. I like that. I wanted to kind of pretty up the cave spider spawner areas a bit. I had a lot of trouble with this. I didn't know what I wanted to do. Tried a few different things. This is what I have at the moment. I just kind of wanted to throw some copper in, just to add some color within the deep slate. I don't know how I like it. Since I am like, well, I don't know how I like it. I guess that means I really don't like it. But no, it'll work for now. It'll be good. And I kind of want to see what it looks like when this oxidizes and turns blue, which this block has already started oxidizing. To fix it there, because why not? It'll turn blue soon enough. But I want to see when all this is blue, kind of how it looks, and see what I think of it then. I did do a little bit just inside this area here. So I tore out. Oh, got something in my throat. So I did do a little bit of renovating inside the mine shaft area. As you can see, I made this walkway kind of a little different. This is originally what it would have looked like with the oak and just full solid blocks there. I think this little arch it's not a big difference, but it's not like a big change, but I feel like it makes a big difference, if you know what I mean. So I like that. And then I also just replaced these with spruce, and then kind of made this one look kind of like it was broken and hang a chain from it, because why not? Oh, actually, what I meant to do was put a lantern on it. Yeah, so I think that's really cool. I like that. That's looking. And I definitely want to expand more into our mine shaft here, and maybe connect it all up, so that it's like one continuous mine shaft. Yeah, so we got a lot of work to do on it still, but I'm pleased with the progress that we've made. Okay, so now that we've done some work in our cave area, I think that it's time to do a little bit of work in our village area here. Kind of make a suitable place for these villagers, and one that's also functional, so that we can come here and easily trade with our villagers and get the tools that we need very easily, quickly, and also just kind of make this place look a little bit nicer. So right now my plan for this area is I kind of like the idea of an outdoor marketplace. So we have this station here already, and I really like the design of it. I think it has sort of that outdoor market feel, and I'd like to put up a lot more of these. And I was thinking that I would put them along this road here and kind of bring them out this way, because to get to our cave we go down that water stream there. So kind of expand the village out this way, and then also pop up a few houses so that we can throw some beds in and things to make this village kind of spread out and kind of connect to our cave base. I know it's not really going to connect, but kind of have a joint feel to the whole place. So I'm going to work on getting some resources to build up some houses, and then work on these outdoor marketplace setups. Yep. So once I get some progress on that, I'll update you guys and show you what I've got. Okay, so I've done some work on the village area up there, and I think we're ready to check it out. Alright, so I have added quite a few houses. I started off with the smaller houses, just a place to put some beds, maybe throw some workshops in there eventually. But I really like these little houses that I've done. I really like this one especially. I try to do like a bunk bed thing, which I think is really cool. I try to somehow do like a desk thing here, but I only have like one block of space to work with, so wasn't quite able to figure it out. But yeah, this is really cool. I'm proud of this one here. But these are just a couple houses to store some beds for the villagers to live in and stuff. And then so also that they can reproduce, which you may be able to tell they've been reproducing quite a bit. I got 3 farmers now and all these potatoes here, so they're reproducing on their own. And that's been working out really well. So we're gonna have a lot of new villagers to work with. This I've been trying to get set up. I kind of want to have a villager with their workstation here, so that kind of the ones that kind of the really good ones that I always want to make sure are safe and be able to get to easily. I want to make sure they're here, so that way they're not running around anywhere or anything like that. Also, I do realize that like a baby zombie could come by and convert them into a zombie, and they will be converted into a zombie because I have the difficulty set to hard. So if the difficulty wasn't set to hard, then yeah, the villagers could die, but in this case they'll only be able to, there's a 100% chance that they'll be turned into a zombie villager, so we don't have to worry about losing these guys right now. Yeah, but over here I just kind of have the same thing that I had over there, remade it. I was trying to get the villagers to move down this way, so I had to like slowly move their workstations, move their beds this way, so that way they could target onto them. So yeah, I've just got just a mash of a bunch of different things here. Probably get like sorted out and organized eventually, but that works for now. And you can see that they're breeding there. The farmers are throwing each other some potatoes. And this building here, I was doing all the little ones, and I really liked them, but I just kind of thought that maybe one big one would be nice to have in the area, and maybe we can add a couple more eventually. But I got this, I got some workstations here. Down here I'm going to put some beds, so we can increase the population size. Up here I have some beds and a little balcony, and then I have a back deck out here, which I kind of like put like a little flower garden on there too, which is pretty cool, I thought. I'd have to say though, the house is probably my least favorite part about the village right now. It just needs some work. It's really flat in the front. I feel kind of flat all around. So maybe I could add some slabs or trapdoors or something to kind of add some texture here. But I do like the idea of having the big house there and being able to see them. I don't have a spyglass or anything, but being able to see like the villagers interact and stuff up there kind of would be really cool, I think. So I like that. And then yeah, once the population grows, we'll get some more villagers to start sleeping down in these houses down here, which will be really cool. Yeah, so anyways, that's the village so far that I got. This side is kind of empty now. Looks like we have a Fletcher over here. And I did have to let the sheep out because a bunch of villagers had got stuck in there. So I'm going to have to corral them back up at some point. But right now I'll just let them be. I'll let them enjoy their freedom for at least a little while. Yeah, but thank you guys for watching. We got a lot done this episode, getting a lot of work done around our cave base and then up here in the village. And I think it's starting to look really nice. So yeah, thank you guys again so much for watching. And if you have any ideas for the village, for the cave, or anything you'd like me to do in this series, make sure to comment them down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one.